Welcome to the Anco Vintage Theater and Community Center, where we show only the finest of action movies of the yesteryear. What movie do you guys want to watch? We got got the Trucker, the family comedy, the disaster movie, comic book movie, war movie, sci-fi flick, ninja movie, fighting tournament movie, cop movie, and barbarian movie. I heard a lot of people talk about the fighting tournament, but pretty much anything's open.
The cop movie.
I vote fighter, truckers, or cop movie.
Okay.
My vote's trucker or fight or cop movie.
I'm personally leaning very heavily towards fighting tournament movie.
Okay, so sounds like we have 2 for fighting movie and 3 for cop so far.
Yeah, I'm going with either cop or family comedy movie.
Okay. Looks like we have.
If I had to pick one, I'd pick the fighter movie.
It looks like.
4 for cop.
Yeah, it looks like most everyone wants to be a cop movie. So now that we got that out of the way, let's decide who wants to be the lead. We can either decide or I can roll. Too bad you waited too long. I'm rolling.
All right, roll.
This is what happens when you're indecisive.
Yeah, we're still indecisive. Roll.
I'm going from left to right on my screen. So 1 is Malphane, 2 is Floral or Tyler Ambrose, 3 is John, 4 is Rod, and 5 is Shane. All right, that's 3. So that is John. You're the lead. Congrats.
Woohoo!
All right. So John, since you are the lead, you get first pick of the script moves. No one else can pick the script move. This is your script move. So
cop movie script moves.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to pick. I'm gonna pick Super Cop.
Nice one. All right. So no one else can pick Super Cop. Let's go from left and right. Left from right then. Malphane, go ahead and pick your move. And then Distinguished Professor, then Rodstone, then Shane.
Oh God, I can be a jerk. I'm gonna be a jerk. I'm gonna pick the buddy movie. Be his partner in crime.
All right, sweet. So you're a second lead. Awesome. Leaves Tyler Ambrose, Rodstone, and Shane. Tyler, go ahead. Pick one. Also, don't forget to write down your script moves in your character sheet.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Once one is chosen, we can't choose it, right?
That's right. 1 script move per player. That's why it's so awesome to be the lead, because you get first pick.
I really want to take corrupt is as corrupt does.
Nothing's stopping you.
I'm gonna take it. It's mine now.
Okay.
It belongs to me. You can't have
Done. Rodstone, pick a move.
I think I'm gonna take High Speed Chase.
Excellent. And finally, Shane Conway.
I'm gonna be picking a cop who doesn't play by the rules.
Nice. Fuck those rules. Cool. Okay, we got all our script moves. Now, go ahead and pick a gear set. You can pick a. Let's see what it says. Yeah, pick a gear set for your character. You can pick the same gear set if you want. So there's no need to go in order. Also, think of the name of the character you'll be playing. Your actor will be playing for this. And if you want, I've made movie character sheets for you all. If you want to write down your names, go ahead and change your names to your actual movie names, if you please, while you get your gear.
All right. So, cop movie gear, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Where should we put gear on our?
There should be a part that says gear at the very bottom.
There isn't, but I'm sure we can put it.
Oh, okay.
Sure, we could just copy and paste it in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, I have a pistol and nightstick's easy enough to remember anyway.
Now I have to decide if I want to fight with you or against you.
Gear. I'm taking the SWAT vest and the assault rifle.
Same.
There's nothing against picking the same ones.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the tear gas with the 9mm.
I'm gonna grab the 9mm with the drug package.
Nice. And
I took the nightstick one.
okay,
Do you want
let's
to
pick
just
their.
change our display names to movie names? Or...
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am Quinn Stone,
Nice.
lead in this here film.
Damn right. Quinn Stone.
I'm George Zebra Aphrodite. Aphrodite is not my real last name, but it's what I go by in the drug business because I'm totally evil.
Yeah. Quinn Stone and Seamus O'Connell. Buddy cops.
Seamus. A good Irish cop.
Oh, shit. I literally wrote the same fucking name.
What's Rod Stone and Shane
I'm
Connery?
picturing. Wait, is George Zebra Aphrodite a villain in this one? Did I hear that right?
I
I'm
think
just aiding the forces of corruption.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
it's more like you're a cop on the edge, sort of thing.
Can I have Seamus be like a former cop, his former partner? That he
Oh.
goes to for advice and insight into the criminal underbelly. Because
Well, we should get to relationships before we decide all that stuff.
all
Yeah.
right. Because I have drugs. I don't know why.
Where did these drugs come from?
Wait, there's another Stone?
Well, they haven't changed their character to their actual.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still thinking. We can continue while I think.
Sure. Next is highlighted stats. Each of the playbooks has a stat already highlighted. Shane, as a smooth operator, yours is magnetism. So go ahead and put that in. Cub Mahoney, as your name is now. Yours is muscle. Quinn, yours is agility.
Yeah.
Professor, yours is magnetism again, and Marcus, yours is. I want to say yours is. Where are you? yours is agility as well. And now I'm going to give each of you secondary highlighted stats. So let's see. Let's start with the lead, who is Quinn Stone. Naturally, Quinn Stone, you're going to be the lead. You're going to be the. I kind of imagine you as the straight man, so I'm going to need you to. I'm going to highlight your drama.
Drama.
Yeah.
Well, what do I do?
Just write down drama as one of your highlighted stats.
Oh, okay.
Just make a mental note of that. Basically, every time you roll a 10 with a highlighted stat, so you roll one of your highlighted stats and you get a 10, you get a tick. And the person with the highest ticks at the end of the movie gets a point of star power. So
Okay.
Shane Conway, I'm gonna highlight your swagger. George Zebra, Aphrodite. You're gonna be a cop on the edge. In that case, I'm gonna need you to be a bit more sneaky, so I'm gonna highlight your agility. Cub Mahoney. I think let's do magnetism, just cause. And Marcus, aka Harvey Simmons. No, not Harvey Simmons. Let's highlight your muscles.
Oh God. I'd actually have very little need to use it because I have that thing that makes melee transitions agility.
Well, you can still do stunts with muscles if you wanted.
Right. All right.
Some of them you might have to. It just depends on what we're doing.
All right. So then, chose our highlighted stats. Let's pick a villain for this cop movie. We got drug kingpin, assassin, mafia boss, police chief, and corrupt politician. Also master thief.
I mean, drug kingpin is classic, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it seems like there's going to be a lot of drugs in this movie.
I like how one of the drug kingpin's moves is he can offer drugs.
Offer drugs.
That.
Hey kid, you want to try some drugs?
This is the 80s, so drug kingpins were naturally like the most evil of all people.
Yeah, they were.
Especially in the arcades.
I saw Electric Boogaloo.
Remember, winners don't do drugs.
All right, we got a drug kingpin. I'm getting a lot of very heavy anti-drug vibe on this movie.
Yep, we got it's PSA.
Let's see. Now, relationships between the two characters. Let's go from left to right. The leftmost person is going to define the relationship to the rightmost person. So,
Okay, so
as you can see in the cop movies, the relationships. So, Seamus, you go first. Decide your relationship to George.
Oh, remind me. Who's George again? What's
He's,
your like move? Hello.
George is the smooth operator.
I'm a smooth operator, and in this movie, I'm playing the cop on the edge, super corrupt.
I'm gonna say grew up in the same neighborhood.
Are we supposed to roll on this table?
No,
Oh, okay. The numbers are just there if you want randomness.
Yeah, basically.
We grew up in the same neighborhood.
All right.
I think
Neighbors,
that
nice.
makes sense.
Okay. 2 cop neighbors. All right, then George. Then pick your relationship for. Damn it. Computer is freezing.
Cub.
Yes,
Oh,
Cub.
I thought it was for Quinn. For me, Quinn is right next
Yes.
to the character.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, I thought you said the rightmost.
the one right next to it.
Right next to you.
Right.
For me, it's Quinn. So I'm gonna go with a cop and informant, with Quinn obviously being the cop and I'm the informant.
Okay. So, Quinn?
So I'm supposed to do Cub, or should I do the buddy in this buddy movie?
No, you should do Cub.
Okay. And Cub, who are you?
Like the muscle-bound cop guy.
Okay. I'm gonna put yep, 4, same department. We work together.
Perfect.
All right. And that just leaves Cub Mahoney. Determine your relationship with Harvey Simmons.
And he's another like smooth talker, right?
Yes.
They'd probably make good partners. A talker with you know, the muscle, so we can be partners.
You guys are good cop, bad cop.
Nice. Love that. Good cop, swole cop.
Yeah, I wouldn't say bad cop. I would just say accidentally intimidating cop.
Don't worry, dude. You'll be the good cop.
Okay, so
And Zebra's my informant.
Yeah, like I said, there seems to be a lot of heavy drug emphasis. So perhaps there's something new going on the street, some new big shot kingpin with something really nasty, and Shane being an informant. No, not Shane. George being an informant has got the scoop. Maybe Quinn and Seamus are trying to dig up the dirt while Cub and Harvey are also bumbling in on the case, as they do. I'm just spitballing if someone has any ideas. I kind of imagined Quinn and Seamus being detectives, while Cub and Harvey are just beat cops in over their heads.
Wait, is George only an informant then?
I ain't a cop in this movie.
He's like a reluctant ally, is what I'm getting. Like he's the fucking fox in that movie.
Right.
Yeah, Zootopia. You know, when I think action movie, I think Zootopia.
Yep.
He's the informant who's like,
Yeah, he's in on the scoop. He's got the skinny.
I did Adderall in the 80s
and he desperately needs our protection, right?
Mm-hmm.
from the guy who dealt me Adderall in the 80s.
Yeah, because he probably saw what was going down. This new big shipment coming in. Heavy stuff. It's going to do a lot of damage if it gets widespread on the streets. So probably something that we need to stop.
Yeah. What should be the name of this kingpin?
Well, nobody knows his real name, but whenever anybody contacts him, he always calls himself
Casanova Dynamite.
Oh dear lord.
And he demands people call him Casanova Dynamite.
I kind of want to go halfway with it and make it Cassie D.
Cassie
Like,
D.
Cassie D. Cassie D. Its own bitch. I went ahead and named the movie. We can change it, but I wanted to call it Reaper Madness.
Maybe Reaper could be the drug. The name
Yeah, that's
of the
what I was
drug.
thinking. Yeah,
And then it's kind of a play off of Reefer Madness.
exactly. Yeah. We good with that name?
Yeah.
Also, there's
sounds
going to
good.
be a lot of death and violence in this movie, so Reefer works that way as well.
Oh man, is our movie rated PG-13 or is our movie rated M for mature?
Ours is a
Unrated.
Rated R.
No, it's PG-13 back when that actually meant something. It's the 80s
Nah,
after all.
Rated R, man. Come on.
No.
Be honest.
Dude, Temple of Doom was rated PG-13. That was some hardcore shit.
What was RoboCop?
Didn't a Nazi melt in that movie?
No,
Yeah.
that's the first one. I'm talking about the one after, where the guy got his heart ripped out.
Oh, what was the?
What was RoboCop?
before that?
Whatever that is. What was RoboCop back in the 80s? Is that
Probably
PG-13? Because I
PG-13.
seriously doubt it. Really?
PG-13.
That movie?
Yeah, I mean, it really didn't.
It's
demand
amazing,
anything
you can see-
higher.
If it's PG-13, that means we can only drop one F-bomb. Keep that in mind, guys.
Be careful.
Fuck.
There will be a lot of dubbing after the shot. I'm telling you right now.
So, night hangs over the city. Smog coats the night sky. And George, you find yourselves near the docks. A place where you often do your pickups. Your contact is normally here by now, but he seems to be late.
And the camera comes up behind me, and I'm looking out over the water, and I turn around and I go, "My contact is usually here by now. He must be late."
It's very smooth. That's very smooth operator style. Announce things that are obvious. You should have been the thespian, man.
Am I supposed to just wait here for my pickup? What am I supposed to do about this?
You sense a presence from behind you, and presuming if you turn around, there is a man in a shadowy trench coat. So you're the guy?
Maybe. What's the secret code?
Carthena.
Yeah, I'm the guy.
So, you want to see the goods?
Of course I want to see the kids.
Come with me. And he begins to walk towards the silent alleyway.
I follow him.
Meanwhile, Cub and Harvey, you're both driving through the city streets, doing whatever you normally do, and it's a quiet night on patrol. Just a couple of beat cops.
Looking for a place to get a donut.
You can, yeah, there's like a empty box in the back. You go through them fast.
Yeah, so Cub will turn to his partner as he's behind the wheel and say, pretty slow tonight.
Oh, yes. I wish we have these donuts.
Almost out, though. We should probably get some more soon.
Oh, I know a great place down 4th Avenue.
I imagine Harvey has like a really big, like, comb and beard. Like a comb mustache.
Yeah, Cub totally has like a Burt Reynolds like mustache. It's super thick, pretty much all the way across his upper lip. You know, it's pretty awesome. Donuts in it, caught. So he says, "Lead the way. Just give me the directions, and I'll head that way."
Yeah, I'm gonna be pointing it out when to turn and whatnot.
Excellent. All right, you guys had to get donuts on this completely uneventful and quiet night where nothing unexpected or incredibly violent will happen. Meanwhile, Seamus and Quinn, you guys are at the rendezvous point, waiting for your moment. You've heard rumors that some activity's going on, and as you're there, your walkie-talkies. What the hell are they called for cops? Are they just called walkie-talkies?
They're radios.
Radios, yes. It's much more appropriate than walkie-talkie. It crackles on and says, Quinn and Seamus, come in. Officer Quinn, Officer Seamus.
So Seamus is wearing like these dark shades, his leather jacket, undercover stuff, and he seems to be nursing a hangover, rubbing his forehead, going like, "Oh, bloody hell! Will you answer that, please?"
Camera pans over to Quinn Stone. He's sitting there. He's got his sunglasses just slightly down on the bridge of his nose. He's got a toothpick hanging out of his mouth. Dark hair, dark eyes, and a nice tan. Cute little soul patch that hangs out right at the bottom of his lip there. And he looks over to his partner, Seamus. All right, Seamus. I'll take care of it. This is Quinn. You're a go.
Officer Stone, we've gotten recent reports. KCD's making us move. It's by the docks.
10-4. Copy. We're on it. This is it, Seamus. They're making their move.
Right. Grabs a cup of coffee and just downs it. Oh, fuck, that's hot. Let's go.
Quinn takes the red light out, sets it up on top of the car, hits the gas, and goes.
All right, you speed off. Meanwhile, George, you've been led to a car. The shadowy man pops up in the trunk, and as it pops open, you see bags upon bags of this very fine-looking reddish dust. This is our newest product. We call it Reaper. It's going to make us a fortune.
How much are we selling it for out here on the streets?
That's the funny thing. We've been giving it up for free for now. This stuff is insanely addictive. One hit and you're hooked for life. We'll make a fortune.
How do you use it? Do you smoke it? Snort it?
All of the above.
Versatile.
George, Zebra, you've done us a favor many times, but we know about your connections with the cops.
Dun dun dun.
We're not going to, and KCD's not about to let anyone mess up his business. And it is at that point that you notice the red dots that are pointing at your forehead and just generally all over your body. What do you do? Hate to do this to you, old friend, but business is business.
Probably just gonna like jump behind this car.
All right.
Just use the car as cover. Probably bring this guy down with me. Tackle him.
Okay. All right. Very good. That sounds like a stunt move. The guns are going to be firing off as soon as you make a move, so roll that stunt.
What is that? What's that?
That is.
Cut out. Didn't get it.
I'm looking. It's muscles or agility.
I mean, would I be able to use agility for this?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then I'll try to use that. Bam. That
Okay.
gives me a tick.
Yes. Is this in slow motion?
Hell yeah.
All right.
It's
Describe
also
this.
got like a bullet time thing as I tackle this guy, and the bullet goes right past my head.
Mhm. Yeah. Go ahead and describe this incredibly cool stunt in slow motion.
So, as I notice all these red dots, I put my hands up on top of the trunk and I slam it shut, and then I put one hand on top of the trunk and I do this jump kick and I kick this guy to the ground and then land on top of him on the other side of the car.
Nice. Yeah.
All in slow motion.
Mhm. He screams out, blood coming from his nose all of a sudden from the furious kick. Quinn and Seamus, you've been driving in here and you've heard gunshots through an alleyway. What do?
I imagine Quinn is driving because Seamus hungover. You heard that, Quinn?
I heard it. It's coming from that direction. And I pull the wheel as hard as I can to the right. As I'm pulling to the right, I reach down and I hit the, grab the parking brake, pull that up. The back spins out, and we head to the right where the shots came from.
Meanwhile, Seamus is digging out his issued 6-shooter or whatever it is. It was a 9mm. Yeah. He's digging out his 9mm. Locked and loaded, buddy. Let's do this.
Very good. So, as you guys are driving, and George, you can hear the screeching of tires behind you. And from the two other areas of the alleyways, you see people coming out. They have red eyes, and their muscles seems to be bulging. They snarl at you and begin to run towards you.
Man. I'm gonna... Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy as a human shield. Put him up in front of me, holding one arm over his neck. And then I'm gonna flip out the trench coat that I'm wearing and seemingly from nowhere pull out my assault rifle.
All right.
And I'm gonna shoot some bitches.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Is that... No good roll for this. Is it stunned again?
No, that would be violence since you're shooting people.
Okay. I will use agility again.
All right. Roll it.
No.
Okay. 7,
I'm
so...
gonna say I inflict harm, but I'm driven back.
All right, so... Yeah, you start gunning into these creatures, and while they're going down, but they're not going down fast, and there's quite a few of them, and it's forcing you backwards and backwards. And Quinn and Seamus, you see someone firing a gun and moving back perilously close to your ongoing car. What do you do?
I slam on the brakes.
Do we have one of those, what do they call, like, the loudspeakers built into the car?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna grab the horn and just go, like, whoever you are out there, what city are we in?
The city.
New Caco.
Okay, New Caco.
Yeah.
Is that NCPD or just? It would be NCPD. All right, so
Yeah.
this is the NCPD. Put down your weapons and give yourselves up. I hate to shoot you. It's a lot of paperwork.
Meanwhile,
We gotta look over to Quinn and shrug.
Seamus, get on the horn. I'm sure there's got to be a couple of beat cops around here somewhere that can come help us. We need backup now.
All right, I hate doing this. Hello, this is vehicle number 4576. Requesting backup. Give them the location.
yeah. Cub and Harvey, all of a sudden you hear static and what Seamus just said.
And he's rambling on, like, well, I say we need backup. It's really just a formality. We don't actually need it. We just prefer it.
Cub just says, "Tell them we're on the way," and immediately like hangs a left towards the area. And I'm gonna attempt to do my script ability, which is a swagger roll to get there safe and fast. Well, depending on if I succeed or whatever.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
So he's gonna choose fast, and since we're not under any attack, safe won't matter.
Well, that's funny that you say that.
Actually, that's actually only for if we're being chased. So my bad.
Also,
I think.
when you roll a move like that, if you pick one option and you don't pick the other, it basically means that you just won't get there safe.
Well, and it's only for a chase anyway.
So, as you're speeding forwards to catch up with the two detectives, something hard thumps against the front of your car. A man with reddish eyes begins to pound on the glass and actually begins to crack, just giving it underway from the force of his bare hands. What do you do?
Oh, it looks like things are about to get spicy, Mahoney. I'm gonna pull out my pistol.
Okay.
And Cub just pulls his nightstick, throws it in park, and gets out.
All right, you see three more of these guys come out from the off-screen and begin to close in on the both of you. The one on the hood of your car snarls and is going to jump on the biggest one. So, Cub, what do you guys do?
I mean, as soon as he jumps, Cub would crack him in the face with his nightstick.
All right, roll. All right. So, choose one.
I'm looking for it. Is it at the top?
Yeah, basic moves.
Violence. There it is. Yeah, target is knocked down. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, you choose the one at the bottom.
bottom.
On the center, I choose one. You inflict harm, but you take some too. Inflict harm, but yeah.
I'll take inflict harm, but driven back.
Okay.
Actually, I'll do inflict harm, but take some too.
Okay. So, yeah, Describe cracking this guy hard over the head.
Yeah, so he jumps down and the cub brings the nightstick like right across his jaw, but probably not quite hard enough to knock him out, and he's able to, I don't know, probably like get his fingers probably in his eyes or something.
One of those dirty fingers, long from not being clipped, scraping hard against your cheek, leaving nasty gashes as he falls over. His head cracked from the sheer might of your blow.
And then now would I roll the machine made of meat because I took damage?
Yeah, go ahead. Meanwhile, Harvey, what are you doing?
Does the other two guys haven't charged yet? Or are they just like
They're heading right your way. You have a second to react.
I've already got my pistol drawn, right? So I'm just gonna take a pop shot at one of their feet.
Okay. Roll it.
This is violence, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Choose one like before for the basic move.
I guess would knock down work? Like if I shot him in the foot and he just like kneels down to fucking, or
no, on a 7 and 9, choose one. You inflict harm, but you would take some too.
Oh,
or
my
you
bad.
inflict
I
harm.
was reading the wrong
back.
list.
Yeah.
I'm going to inflict harm and be driven back.
Okay. So you shoot one of them, and he goes down quick, but not before the other one manages to jump on top of you. The weight of him forcing you to stumble back and actually fall to the ground. He's got his... Yes?
I was going to say, can I use that hold now to like throw the guy that just attacked me into the guy that's knocking him down?
Well, the guy's dead, but yeah, you can take it.
Well, yeah, use his body and like...
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
As he fell on me.
Sure, go ahead and describe doing that.
Well, if it works. Actually,
no,
it automatically works. Yeah, so as
you're spinning your hold, so go ahead.
Yeah, as the guy comes forward, because I'm trying to make sure we stand our ground, he sees that his partner's getting pushed back, and he throws the limp body of this enraged man at the attacker across the hood of the car, slamming into him.
All right. Yeah, he goes down in a limp rag. You guys are alone for the moment, but you hear commotion further up ahead. In the meantime, George, Quinn, and Seamus, you are surrounded by 5 of these red-eyed people with 2 snipers up on the roofs. What are you guys doing?
Zebra, is that you? How did I know you would be in this mess?
Because I am this mess.
Roll for a killer one-liner.
Oh, man.
What is it?
What swagger. Good enough.
I am this mess.
The audience loves it. Pick
The
one.
audience is okay with it.
Yeah. You can take one plus 4 and 4, or your buddies are impressed, and you also have to pick one, the ones below.
Oh. I thought it was... I rolled a 7 and 9, so do I just pick one of the 3 from the 7 and 9 list?
You pick one from up top, and then you pick one from the bottom.
Okay, then I'll take plus 1 forward on my next roll, and then...
Okay.
And then I'll go someone you care about is her.
Okay. As you say this one-liner, Quinn, you feel a sharp stab in your shoulder as a bullet just whizzes down and clips you fairly hard on the shoulder, doing a nasty 1 harm.
God
It's like,
damn it,
Sniper!
man.
Sniper! Take cover! Like Seamus comes running up and drags his buddy over too, behind some dumpster or something.
it's like Apocalypse World where you have 6 harm total.
You have 5 harm.
Oh, okay.
But in the meantime, like I said, the red-eyed guys are running towards you as fast as they can.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do a 6 stunt, and I'm not only gonna snap this guy's neck, but I'm also going to leap this car and get with the officers.
Okay, who's doing this?
I am Zebra,
Okay, go ahead.
and I'm gonna take
It's
forward with that.
all right. Rolls to stunt.
I will. Oh no,
Ooh,
it's a 6, not good enough.
all right.
So what happens when you try leaping over this car?
Well,
So-
I gotta choose one.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna hurt myself.
Okay. So, as you get on top, as you run up to the car and try and leap on top, another wayward bullet hits the engine of the car, and you're just barely off your feet as this enormous explosion erupts from the car, sending you sprawling back for 2 harm. In the meantime,
Meanwhile, I imagine Seamus is
You
is
hurt
already
yourself.
like laying down some fire.
Also, you,
Yeah.
hurt, you hurt yourself can only deal 1 harm. It says.
say what?
You hurt yourself can only deal 1 harm, is what it says on here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Then it deals only 1 harm.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. So, what are you doing, Seamus?
I imagine he's laying down like some fire on the sniper that shot his partner.
Yeah, go ahead and roll some violence.
Alrighty. It's agility for range, right?
Mhm.
Ooh,
Oh
some good
shit!
shots.
Is this in slow motion?
No, I don't imagine it is to begin with. So it's like a bunch of shots, and he's like missing, and then he finally takes off his shades and it's like, "You son of a bastard!" He aims down sights and takes the final shot. It goes like right through the lens, and that part is slow motion, right? It goes
Nice.
right through the lens into the guy's eye.
By the way, go ahead and choose 3 of those. Inflict terrible harm. Target drops something. Target's knocked down. You make a mess. Something explodes. You hit a whole bunch of people.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm gonna inflict terrible harm and definitely make a mess with just brain matter splattering down from
Mm-hmm.
the rooftop.
Oh yeah.
And the third one, you know what? I'm gonna say, no, that I can't think of anything. So knocked down. Yeah, he falls off the rooftop into the burning car with brain matter just splatting on the ground.
Yeah. He's super dead.
And that's what I call a bullseye. Oh shit!
Roll that killer one-liner.
Oh, didn't mean to. God damn it! This is gonna suck. What is it? It's swagger.
Yeah.
Correct?
Mhm.
Oh no. Oh, let me see what horrible fate awaits me here. -1 forward.
Yeah.
I'm rattled by how my line was. Or you could make a move against me.
I
I don't
may
think I
make a move.
choose.
Yeah.
I think you choose.
Yeah. It's both. It's an optional thing if I make a move against you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it'd be around this time that Cub Harvey, you're coming on this scene. There are 5 of these weird red-eyed people and 1 sniper up on the roof that you can see. And they seem to be surrounding 1 fella in a trench coat and 2 other police officers. One of it which looks to have been shot.
Well, don't just stand there staring
Yeah.
at me. Get over here and help.
Cub's going right for the group, and he says, He sees the other officers, and he says kind of the same thing as what was it, NCPD?
Yeah, NCPT.
Yeah, he says, NCPD, get on the ground. And then as soon as they don't react, he just goes for a kneecap.
Okay.
Once he's close enough, if I can get close enough.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll it.
Boom.
Go ahead and pick 3.
Yeah, so he's definitely doing the inflicting terrible harm. He's going to go for hit a whole bunch of people as well.
All right, nice.
And that target being knocked down. So I guess as he swings through, he like flips the guy around, and then his continued swing like connects with 1 or 2 more, however it happens, you know.
Yeah, go ahead and describe knocking down and mowing down a whole bunch of these guys.
I mean, that's exactly what he does. He swings with his nightclub, picking the legs out from one of them, and he swings so hard the guy like flips, falling like on his neck, and then his follow through swing just connects with 2 more, not even realizing what he's done.
Nice. The other sniper, the one that's still on the roof, looks at all this carnage, and he's going to raise up his gun, and he's going to try and make a getaway across the roof. Harvey, you haven't done anything. What are you going to do?
So, realizing that no one's listening to us down the freeze and get down and all that, I can see the guy on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's making his escape, it seems.
Gonna pull my pistol and take a pot shot at him, so, you know. What we have here seems to be a failure to communicate. You can take a shot.
Roll. Also
Bada boom. For the one-liner? That was for the shot. The
yeah,
one-liner.
I know that's for the shot. We can wait till after the. We can wait till after we resolve the shot.
All right, so that's the shot. So basic action. Shit, I keep closing the damn thing. Right. So I guess I'll take some harm too. I don't how that makes sense. If I inflict harm and take some too.
You could have like pulled out a pistol just as you were about to shoot him and get one on you as well. Something along those lines.
Yeah, sure. So I guess when I go to take my shot, he like.
Yeah, just as you're taking his shot, he sees the gun. Desperately pulls out his own pistol and fires. He gets you in the side. You get him in the head. So you manage to get the last of him. And things go quiet now. With nothing but a bunch of dead bodies around you and a single burning wreck of a car.
Seamus steps out with his gun pointed at George. I don't imagine I know who that is. It's a civilian with an automatic rifle. So the gun's on George. And, like, approaching slowly, looking over at, was it Harvey that just got shot?
Yes.
You're right there, compadre. Looks like he opened up lines of communication with you after all.
Oh, it's just a scratch.
Right there. Seamus. And look over to George like, right, is it George is a guy, right? Yeah. Right, buddy, why don't you just get on the ground? Hands where I can see them.
I'm already on the ground. You can plainly see my hands. Did you not just deal with the explosion?
Sorry, I'm a little hungover. Didn't notice. Anyway, do you mind removing his assault rifle there? Seamus here. You must be the backup.
Who's the backup?
Cub and Harvey, right? Like he's looking to you too.
Yeah, Cub says, I didn't realize you were talking to us. Cub says, backup, more like cavalry.
I give him a high five real quick.
And I can.
Nice.
Well,
I want to add.
Seamus looks over at Quinn and goes, "Looks like we got ourselves a pair of jokers over here." Do you know this feller?
This
You know
one
what,
here?
the one with the assault rifle and the killing?
Yeah, this is Zebra right here. Zebra, he's been my informant on the streets. You know why he got the name Zebra?
I can't imagine. Sure, you'll tell me though.
Well, he's been in jail a few times, and he just looks damn good at stripes.
Give him another high five.
Well, maybe I'll get to see for myself. You know, you just murdered a bunch of people over here. Zebra. Last I checked, that's pretty illegal. Right? Looks over at Quinn.
You are right, partner.
George shrugs.
Right.
George shrugs and he goes, "So stealing drugs, but Quinn's been letting me do that for who knows how long."
You shut your mouth,
Don't you be
Zebra.
saying shite like that in front of me. I'm a police officer, don't you know? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. That was a joke or something. Puts away the gun. So are we taking this fella in for murder? Or what exactly happened here? Zebra walks over and like removes your assault rifle.
He won't put it down.
You're not gonna let it go.
Nope. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna not let you take my assault rifle and I'm gonna put it back in my trench coat.
Alright.
Oh,
I
well.
look over at Quinn. It's like, he's your friend. Why don't you deal with this?
Zebra, come on.
As they're
Yeah.
talking, Cub would have like been looping around as the beat cop would, letting the detectives do the talking, and he realizes they want this assault rifle off him, and he's gonna like bear hug him.
I mean,
From
if,
behind.
If Cub's gonna come at George, George is gonna be like, I don't care that much. He's just gonna hand over the assault rifle.
Yeah.
All right, that was the smart choice, Zebra. Now, what went down here?
Well, I came here to get the usual shipment. Looks like they're sending out new stuff. They call it Reaper. Looks like it makes you policemen more Reapers than it does itself.
What
No,
Cassidy up to?
Cub just Cub like grins and he says, "Harvey sure did reap that guy's head right off his body."
Hey, high five.
It's a buddy cop movie. There's a lot of high fives.
He's gonna roll for a killer one-liner too.
Go ahead.
Oh gosh,
Do
I
it.
also have a bomb apparently.
Oh fuck! Everyone get down.
It's
Ooh.
my Wi-Fi, which dies literally every time we do something like this.
You whip.
So somebody can Oh, I take -1 forward. That's on my. Is that on the next roll? What's -1 forward?
I think it's on the next one.
Next
Yeah, you
roll,
get
like you get
That's
a
what I
minus
thought.
I'm gonna retract a high five.
Yeah, and you can make a move on me, but I don't think there's anything to make a move on me. I don't.
Don't tempt him.
And the MC can always make moves against you. It just makes
Yep.
the situation more difficult.
You
All
just
right.
issued a challenge.
All right, man.
Yeah.
We need to find out what Cassie D is up to. He's bringing in some new stuff, and it looks like it's causing people to act a little loco. We need to figure this out.
So, are you guys gonna take George back to the station?
Oh yeah, George is going to the station.
We've got a couple of questions for him.
Cub says, "Why don't we just go after whoever's doing this? This might be Harvey a nice chance to become detective."
And George,
Well-
George shakes his head and he goes, "You don't want to deal with Cassidy.
The hours suck, the pay's barely worth it, and you get crammed with more paperwork than it's worth. Really, you should set your sights on something different. Being a detective is no walk in the park.
Seeing as how-
You won't be able to detect anything if you got a bullet in your head.
All right, you
Wise
pipe down,
words,
Zebra.
So, looking over at the bodies on the street, is there like a injection mark or something on them? Like, I imagine he's just examining it.
I need you to maybe roll. Roll to read a situation. Apply to this.
Sure. Swagger, correct?
Well, no, this is not a dangerous situation, so that would not work for this. I'll just tell you. Yeah, there are a couple of injection sites. You also see a bit of powder, very fine, right on their upper lip, right next to their nose.
Any signs of them having been restrained on their wrists or something like that? Like, were these just victims? Were they like force injected this drug, or?
They look very dirty and disheveled, as if they've been living rough, but they don't look like they have any markings of like being chained up or anything like that.
All right. Well, looks like they took this drug of their own free volition. That's strange.
Zebra's gonna put his hands in his pockets and walk over to Seamus and go, well, of course they did. It's a drug. They bought it to use it.
Doesn't exactly look like a good high there, buddy.
Yeah, but you don't know what you're getting until you try it.
So what's in it for them? Why deal this drug? If your customers are all going to get themselves killed within the first 24 hours of taking it, it seems bad for business. You know what I'm saying?
I'm guessing it's something along the lines of they get so addicted they gotta find the source, and then you block off the source with a
Aye, if they live,
phone booth.
man.
Quinn and Seamus, your radio suddenly sputtered to life. Detective Stone, Detective O'Connell, come in. Detective Stone, Detective O'Connell, we need you back in the station, pronto.
Oh, fucking hell. Alright. Cobb, Mahoney. Oh, was it? Did I get their names, by the way? Did you say what
Yeah,
their
that's
names was?
well, my name's Cub Mahoney. His name's Harvey.
Okay, Harvey. Right.
Officer Mahoney, Officer Simmons. Looks like we're gonna need to have you give us a ride back to the station. Our car is a pile of ash right over there.
I thought it was the dealer's car which exploded.
Whose car exploded?
Both.
Oh, the dealer's car exploded, which caused the police car to explode.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what happens. It made for an epic background shot when you were shooting at people, just like the explosion going off. It turned out to be your car.
Yeah, as Zebra actually looks over at the dealer's car up in flames, and he goes, "You said you could smoke this, so sooner we get out of here, the better."
Let's roll.
Cub just says, "Is there time for us to still stop and get donuts?" He's just looking to Harvey though when he says it. He doesn't want the detectives to hear.
I don't know. This seems like a crummy situation for donuts.
He just
Situation.
that's pretty funny. He just face palms. Damn it, and heads to the car. Let's go, guys.
We
All
just,
right.
just walk off and leave a bunch of dead bodies left there.
Yeah.
When we get to the car, we'll call it.
It's not our job to clean that up.
I imagine there's a call that needs to happen.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That's not important to the overall plot of the movie, so we'll presume the dead bodies are not just left there.
There'll be some boys in blue show up and take care of it, right?
We hear some sirens in the background as we're getting ready to take off.
Yeah.
You guys eventually arrive back in the station. this debriefing was originally meant for just you, Quinn and Seamus, but after hearing that Cub and Hardy were both on the scene, you are also called in, with George being taken into custody taken to the hole to decide what to do with him. You are put into the private office of Officer Lordley, your direct chief. Tallish man wearing a fine suit and a large handlebar mustache. Ye gods, Chet! Have you heard reports? Violence in the streets. Red-eyed fellows doing all sorts of ghastly things to innocent men and women. The mayor has been up on my ass over this.
We've seen it firsthand. So, what do you want us to do about it, Chief? We could hit the streets. This zebra fella seems to know a thing or two about it. So,
Yes.
old mate of Quinn's.
Yes, he's been a thorn in our side for some time, but he's given us damn good information. Perhaps he can help us. This is no doubt the work of that vile, wretched kingpin, Cassidy. I need you to put a cap in this. We cannot let that vile drug spread to our fair city. The damage would be untold.
We've got this, Chief.
I know you
We'll be
do.
able to take care of Cassidy.
You better.
You know,
Or else
those,
I'll be.
these beat cops over here, they actually showed their worth. I'd like to bring them on this mission.
Good idea. Yes, the more backup, the better. But I will be trusting you two detectives to follow the case.
We're on it, Chief. And you see him, take out a flask and take a swig.
Good. And just to think, I'm only 2 weeks away from retirement when this nonsense happened.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Don't worry, Chief. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to you.
You'll see retirement, Chief. I promise.
What could possibly go wrong?
I know. Oh, I was so looking forward to spending time with my wife and child. Ah, little Timmy. You know, I promised I'd teach him how to ride a bike soon. He's been begging me to teach him. It'll be wonderful. My wife will go out dancing like she's always wanted.
Well, Chief, as lovely as it is to hear about your home life and your lovely family reunions and all that, shouldn't we do something about this drug out in the streets?
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry about that little tangent. Anyways, go to the zebra man. Press him for information.
Death important.
Yes, press the zebra fellow for information.
Oh,
Get him to help you if you can.
We'll squeeze him like a grape.
That's a good one-liner. You should roll for that.
How do you do that?
Swagger.
Swagger. Roll plus swagger.
My swagger is 2, I think.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's good. Roll plus 2. 2d6 plus 2.
Oh no, my swagger's 1. So
Oh,
so 9.
all right. That's good. Partial success. So. that-
Someone is enraged and immediately attacks you.
Wait.
Actually, this is more. Oh, that's right. These are only for action scenes. So never mind about the roll. Still good line. Anyways, he waves you off, and presumably you go to see Zebra in his holding cell. Also, everyone go ahead and get two camaraderie. A lot of witty one-liners are thrown out. Some of them were 10s, some of them weren't. And you did foil plot of the Kingpin. So 2 camaraderie. Your guys. Actually, I'll just make a note on that. So you guys have 2 camaraderie, since you kind of all share it.
I forgot to add it. I should have 1 tick as well because I rolled a 10 on a muscle roll, correct?
Yep. So yeah, you guys go to Zebra to talk to him in his holding cell.
All right. So we go to his holding cell, walk down the cement hallway with the lights hanging overhead, just dimly lit. All right, Seamus, I'm going to go in. Looking at Zebra behind the glass. The one-way
I'll come
mirror.
with you there, partner. Curious what this man has to say for himself.
Well, let's go in then.
Cobb, Harvey, you boys just watch from behind the glass and maybe pick up a couple of tricks. Wink at Quinn on the way in.
Maybe if you guys feel up to it, you can go get us some coffee.
Good one, partner.
High five.
Yeah.
Oh, they stole our shit.
Cub grins and he says, "You know, I would actually like some coffee. I'll go ahead and get that." And he is gonna go get coffee.
Irish for me, please.
Sure thing, detective.
So
And
we
sorry,
walk in there. So go ahead, finish.
yeah, he's gonna get the coffee, but he's totally gonna spit in theirs, and then he's gonna do it right in front of Harvey, and then set it down, and then give Harvey his, and watch from behind the glass.
Nice.
So I push the door open. I'm framed in the doorway. Seamus right over my shoulder. And we just stare at Zebra. All right, Zebra, you're going to talk.
Zebra's sitting in a chair with his boots up on the table. He's got the chair leaned back on 2 legs, and he goes, "Quinn, we've been talking for like a year and a half now."
I don't want to hear it, Zebra. And I
Okay,
kick
then
the
I
chair
guess
out
we
from
won't
underneath
talk.
him.
Wait a moment. I'd like to hear it. So in all your talks with my partner here, you didn't think to mention your connection to this. What was his name again? The villain's name. Sorry.
It's like Sunny D or something.
Yeah, something like that. Cassidy.
Cassidy.
You didn't think to mention your relationship with this Cassidy fella.
Of course, I've been talking to him about Cassidy. That's the whole point of talking to him.
Listen, just pretend like you haven't told me anything and start from square one.
Start from the first square. We'll move on.
The first one, the first square. Talk to me, Zebra.
Cassidy is the drug kingpin here in New whatever the hell.
Nukako.
That he's pretty much the top tier when it comes to getting drugs. He's got a monopoly.
I slam my fist on the iron table, or the metal table. Tell me something we don't know, Zebra.
You
Keep
wanted
it
me
down
to-
there, partner.
You wanted me to start from square one.
Go to square three.
And he sits there for a second trying to figure out what square two would involve.
All right. So, you know that Cassidy is a particularly ruthless drug kingpin who has been slowly but surely uniting the gangs under his iron rule. Pretty much nothing that goes on in the underworld goes down without him knowing about it. He's a greedy bastard for sure, and has been not only just cornering the drug market, but also been in the pharmaceutical business, trying to find more new drugs to increase his ever-expanding empire and hold on the city.
So that.
I reach up and I grab the light that's hanging from the ceiling and I aim it right at his face. Look at this, Detective Seamus. You think he's scared?
Seamus is gonna lean in real close to George, look him up and down. He smells scared.
And George goes, "Nah, I'm high as fuck." I used it. There you go.
So tell us about this drug.
What marijuana?
What do you know about it?
The one that I just used to get high, or the Reaper, whatever?
This new drug, silly.
Well, I found out that it's extremely addictive and that it's called Reaper. And that's about it.
Sure, that's all you know.
It's a new thing. I didn't even know about it until... How long have I been in here? Hour and a half?
It's been 4 hours.
Yep. Let's go with that.
Doesn't seem like 4 hours when you're really high.
Do you believe him, partner?
I think he's starting to break.
Nah, I'm just
Really?
coming down.
Look him over. He looks pretty chill to me.
I'm just coming down from this high.
So
I'm thinking he could use another 4 hours in there. What do you think?
Quinn walks around the backside of him. Is he still leaning back in this chair?
No, not anymore.
Then I pull him back.
Okay.
I pull him back and I drop him on the ground.
Oh no.
Listen, Zebra, you're gonna work with us. You're gonna give us the information we want.
I've been
Or you're gonna
working with
stay
the
in this place.
I've been working with you. I've been working with you for a year and a half. You literally have not asked me any questions.
You need to cooperate, Zebra.
I am
All right, Quinn. All right, calm down there, lad.
We're gonna put those stripes back on you.
No, calm down, Quinn. It's all right.
Loser.
That's it. I slam my
Seamus-
fist on the table again. Show him how serious I am.
Seamus is gonna do the good cop bit, like you know he hates to, but he's gonna. He's gonna. All right, partner, calm down. I think you need a moment to catch your breath. Come on, let's go outside, cool off a bit. You'll be fine.
What a learning experience for Cub and Harvey right now.
Quinn just kind of like puts his hands up and says, "Fine, fine. I'm out of here."
James is gonna like kneel down next to you and be like, "Look here, fella," and extend the hand, help you up, like back in your seat, like kind of brush your shoulder pads and straighten your jacket a little bit. You know, like my partner here, he gets carried away sometimes. You know, the stress of the job gets to him, and sometimes he just snaps. You know, it's dangerous. You don't want that.
I've been in this seat before. I know all about the good cop, bad cop thing.
Well, I'm sure you do, but you see here, I'm not really good at the good cop portion of things.
Yeah, I know.
Now that he's out of the room and nobody's watching us through the glass, it's just you and me, buddy. And I don't know you, nor owe you any sort of loyalty. Do you understand where I'm going with this? You might have an accident or two if you don't start spilling the beans.
Okay, but you need to ask me questions before I answer them.
What do you know about this drug?
I already told you what I found out.
You told me bullshit!
That's what I know.
I don't believe you! You start spilling the beans! You hear me?
If I had any beans, I would
So-
spill them.
Just for clarification, so far Cub on his notepad has yell at the witness, assault the witness, yell at the witness some more, and that's pretty much his notes.
You forgot Veiled threats.
Oh yeah. Multiple uncarried through threats. I forgot that one.
Veiled threats. Yeah, there you go.
Don't
I
ask
love-
questions. Not a
That's
single question needs to be asked.
I love that we're
that's
totally. I love that we're totally sweating this guy and threatening him, not asking him any direct questions.
That's some expert policeman work.
I imagine like a little bit later, like when he's done yelling at it, Seamus gonna be like, "All right, let's assume I believe you on this. You don't know anything about the drugs thing. What do you know about his operations in general? Where does he normally keep his drugs? Who usually deals them? Who might we speak to?"
Well, the guy who I usually deal from is dead now. Other
Well,
than
that's
that,
just
I don't
very
know
convenient
much.
there for you.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like he betrayed me 4 hours ago, and then I snapped his neck, and now I'm here.
You don't know anyone else in the underworld.
Not personally. I mean,
Then what fucking good are you?
I can give you some information you might know.
I mean,
You haven't met him personally, but you do know one of the lieutenants. They call him the Viper. And he's got a... apparently he owns a dilapidated building not too far from Chicago University.
alright, so George puts up a finger and he goes, I might know one thing. I don't know him personally, but there's a lieutenant. Call him Viper. Apparently he owns a dilapidated building near the university.
You see, like, Seamus pat himself down, find his notepad, dig out a pencil. Viper,
Behind-
you say?
Behind the glass, Quinn elbows Cub. You see, that's how it's done.
And because George has been in the sea before, he's gonna point through the one-way glass and he's gonna go, whatever's happening in here, none of it is helpful.
You let me be the judge of that.
He's not even pointing at you. He's looking at the wall, which is the one-way glass.
There's no one back there, buddy. It's just you and me.
Well, if there is anyone back there, maybe they'll actually learn how to question somebody, by asking questions.
It's an awfully specific statement to be making. Almost as if you knew more than you're letting on.
Yeah, it's almost like we're playing a role-playing game.
Life is mysterious that way. I imagine I get the deets on Viper,
The Viper.
and then like what he knows about him, where he operates out of, all that kind of stuff, and afterwards we're like, all right, you sit tight here. I'm gonna confer with my partner, decide your fate, as it were. You enjoy your mellow or whatever, and step out of the room and step in behind the glass. I don't think he's lying. He doesn't know anything more about the drugs. This Viper fella might.
But did you ask him what he knows?
I have been asking him. For hours I've been in there asking him over and over again.
All right. Well, then I trust you. I don't think he knows much.
And by the way, rookie, this coffee here, it's watered down or something.
It's actually got a unique and strange flavor to it. It's got nutty.
He looks at his partner and he says, "I don't know, mine was fine." Oh.
It's more like, I don't know, hepatitis C or some shite. Just puts it aside.
That's just the stress getting to you. Oh, drink up. It's good for the soul.
You don't tell my partner what to do.
That's
Only I
right.
get to tell my partner what to do.
That's not right.
Anyhow, Where can we find this Viper?
Cub just laughs and he points inside. He says, I think the guy just told us, right?
I didn't show him like the notepad with the address written down and everything. So what do we do about him?
Well, we should leave him here in jail, but for some strange reason, I've got a feeling we should take him with us.
Well, how about I give voice to your reason in there, buddy? He could be our inside man. Get him in, get them talking.
Great detective.
They'll definitely spot us as police from miles away. That man, though.
Can't we just send him in first with a wire? I'm asking this above board. Like, I don't know what year this takes place.
80s.
Oh, yeah.
There's wires.
Yeah, it'd be a little less inconspicuous than it is now.
It's the
But
Reagan
Probably
era.
like a tape recorder in your shoe or some shit like that.
I just tape it to my chest. I mean, I wear a trench coat. We can put it in there.
yeah, so I mean, Cub would suggest that to the detectives.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Good idea, Seamus. We'll go with your idea of putting a wire on him.
Just winks.
See,
Yeah,
these are the kind of ideas you need to have to make detective boys.
yeah. And Cub, he's still taking notes, and at this point, they're very sarcastic notes. And the next one is like steal ideas.
Yeah, Harvey's got a notepad with a bunch of dicks on it, and he looked like the two detectives. Yeah, one of them.
It never
Oh my God.
zooms on these notepads. It's always like off-shoulder shots, and they just happen to be it.
Yeah, and like obviously the audience can see what we're writing, but like I'm just acting intently, just watching. Like, oh, good advice, thanks.
I imagine there's like the two shots inside while the questioning is happening. There's the two shots, and like one is Cub, and it's like it has all like the words, and the other one is Harvey, and it's just like all the dicks just like in the air in like white, like right next to him.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Well, let's go then.
Let's get this show on the road.
All right.
I imagine, yeah, that's exactly what we do. Like, there's probably paperwork. We're gonna like screen wipe past all that bullshit. Get
course.
this guy wired up. Get those inconspicuous police vans.
As
Very
I
conspicuous.
walk past our secretary, Kathy, you take care of the paperwork for us, right? And I snap and I point a finger at her and wink.
Yes, sir. She nods, and there's a bit of a blush on her cheek. Of course. Right away.
Good girl, Kathy.
She rushes to go and get the paperwork. She's quite mousy, but in a really, really hot way. Like, the way only a really good secretary can pull off.
Really? I thought you'd be more catty.
Lesson number 2, officers. Always get the paperwork done.
And like he writes in his notepad, be a dick to secretary.
Like, you probably noticed, like, Cassie running off to, file cabinets, and probably Seamus, like, leaning up against it, trying to be all suave and shit. Just taking down his sunglasses halfway, resting on the tip of his nose, chewing bubble gum and just winking at her and, like, flirtatiously.
I could totally be a douche and roll drama right now.
Good.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to get out smooth operated here,
Drama for
The Spy Who Loved Me move. I could just immediately make her my love interest.
Yeah, if you want to make Kathy a recurring character and a love interest, yeah.
No, I'm gonna save it for somebody who's in this dilapidated building, probably.
Okay. So you guys are gonna head on out, go to NCU,
Yep.
New Chicago U.
Looking for
Chicago
some
U.
shitty building next to it.
All right, it is around late afternoon. Um, you'd gotten into the office next day. Your chief gave you the skinny, and you were there for a while. So it's getting a little bit later in the day, but not quite nighttime. As you head to the green grounds of NCU, you do find this dilapidated building, and even though looks very run down, you can't help but notice that there are quite a few college kids trying to their best to look inconspicuous as they head inside the front entrance. What do you do?
George is going to lean forward to the front of the van and go, "Druggies. We should probably get in there before they get any Reaper in them."
You see Seamus exchange worried glances with Gwen. We endanger the operation sending in. Going in already.
Do we go in now so that we can stop them before they take those drugs and they become hypnotized madmen under the spell of an illegal narcotic? Or do we send in the zebra and get information for later?
Quinn, peers around with Cobb and Harvey in the room, looks at George, looks back to Quinn. You know, they say serve and protect first, right? So I'd say we fucking go in, take the consequences, screw the operation. You can save a couple of kids from going mad and getting themselves killed. We'll have done our jobs well enough.
Why don't we just send me in first? I'll cause a scene or something.
Looks over at you, Quinn. Is your mate?
Yeah. He hasn't been very helpful up to this point.
Go in, make a big deal. Cops might be here. That'll scare some of those college kids right out of there.
All right. You're going in, Zebra.
Is it like a pretty, is the area open or is it enclosed to where we could sneak around back? Or some of us could wait around back without being noticed?
Yeah, you can wait around back.
Yeah, so Cub would suggest to Harvey, because the objective is he's making a scene, and then eventually we're all going to move in, right?
If need be, yeah.
Right, if need be. So yeah, he would want to wait out back for any important people that could be escaping, or to pincer, So he would just suggest that to Harvey.
So Quinn pulls the toothpick out of his mouth, and he looks over them. I've got a great idea. Why don't you two move around back while we send in Zebra?
It's a great idea there, partner. Glad you thought of it.
High five.
Okay. All right. You know what? just gonna put out that Harvey is a cop who doesn't play by the rules, and all this ruling going around doesn't really want to play by them.
I don't know what he just said, but I suggest you get back there behind that building.
You heard me, partner. Now get to it.
I'm gonna pull my Cub Mahoney aside.
Mahoney, I don't think we should let these guys steal the spotlight. I say we go in and take credit for everything.
Yeah, and as we're
the
walking
script of this movie.
as we're walking around back, Cub just nods and says, "We'll see what happens."
I mean, really, you're just a bunch of tools. If you ask me.
And he nods insistently once again.
So it looks like you're trying to buck authority, Shane. So you want to roll drama?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
6. What are my options here? Where's the thing?
It looks like someone in a position of authority is dedicated to making you pay.
But what's your drama?
No, my drama is 0. So.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, but nobody else even heard that.
Oh, someone heard.
Oh,
I heard.
maybe the radio's on.
Open mic.
Fuck these guys! Right over radio.
I think that's the best way to do that. Hot mic'd it.
I have to play sad side to that stony dipshit and that potato eating fucking foreigner piece of shit.
Oh my
Just
God.
gets really racist over the radio. Honestly, go back to Ireland and kiss the fucking Blarney Stone. Anyways.
That son of a biscuit. I'm gonna teach him one for that fucking ass.
Yeah, and that Cub would even add, like, yeah, good thing I spit in their coffee.
That's it. That does it.
All right, calm down, partner. Calm down, partner.
There's like this moment where he's like whispering in Quinn's ear, like it's just actors, but it comes on screen anyways. Like, hold me back, hold me back. I'm gonna go get them bastards.
We got a job to do, partner. We'll deal with that later. But right now, the city needs us.
God damn it, you're right. I'll wait with my revenge until this is done. But you mark my words, I will give them hell to pay.
Don't worry. Those boys will be directing traffic at a school stop in no time soon.
Damn right they are, if they're lucky.
So, Zebra, Quinn, and Seamus are going in the front? Is that what I hear?
We're going towards the front. Zebra's going inside.
Alright.
I'm gonna run.
We are hiding in the bushes.
It's a good place to hide. Bushes. No one looks there.
Why would they
So-
look there?
So, Zebra, as you get closer, you can actually hear some music being played from inside this building. There's a little slit on the top of the door. It opens up and you see a pair of eyes looking towards you. Don't recognize your face. Clearly a feminine voice says.
What do you mean don't recognize my face?
Well, handsome, I think I'd remember someone like you. So what are you packing? Do you say I don't know?
That's when you say 8 inches.
I don't say I don't know, but I don't know if I got my soul.
Probably not.
Hell no.
Oh, well, guess what? I'm gonna use one of my corruption points to gain access to this off-limits location.
Alright. Good work. So what do you say?
What are you talking about? I'm one of the fucking biggest drug dealers in town.
Oh. You're the Zebra, huh?
Damn straight.
Oh. Well, where are my manners? Come on inside. And you hear a couple of locks unlatch, and then the door opens. It's a fluorescent. You see a big room of fluorescent lights and many gyrating women. Each of them sporting what looks to be a snake tattoo on their abdomens. That actually wiggles and moves thanks to their dancing and the flashing lights. You see a couple of the college boys sitting on couches or lounging or staring at the girls and looking high off their asses. I'm sorry, Demi. Was there something wrong with the word gyrating?
This is the first time I've heard someone refer to someone as like gyrating, like gyrating women,
Oh. It's quite common here in Indiana. Don't look that up, it's true. Anyways. Zebra.
What would you look up to get any information on that?
I don't know.
Gyrating Indiana would not give you very good
Doesn't really
results.
matter.
Wikipedia. So, Zebra. What do you do?
Well, first I'm gonna look at this woman who just opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
I want a better description because I own some.
Long, dark hair, full lips. She's also sporting the tattoo. She's not wearing much of anything besides a bra, a halter top, and short shorts. Just only slightly more dressed than the girls on the dance floor.
Bam, 7.
Take that. Okay.
7 was what I wanted anyway.
Yeah.
Kenny's stupid.
Alright. So you have one hold. Alright. Cool. So she gives you a smile.
And I look there and I go, how about you break protocol and show me around?
She gives a bit of a wry smile and says, well, I'm overdue for a break anyways. Sure. What's your sin?
Your drug of choice.
Yes. What the hell fuck do you want to indulge in? Oh, I think we can do something about that. And she motions for you to follow her.
All of this is definitely being recorded, but
Hey, Seamus. We sent him in there with a wire, right?
I mean, assuming it's just a recorder and we're not hearing this right now, are we?
I'd say you could hear this. Yeah.
All right, so we're like sitting with those headsets on and listening in on the conversation.
Well, then we are no longer in the bushes. We are in a van parked on the next, on the
FBI man.
Yeah, but we got Harvey and Cub out in the bushes, right?
That's
Yes,
actually
we
we're,
think
in the
We're
van.
in the back.
Right.
And we're in the van up front.
Well,
We're listening.
You got the girl to leave her station. Maybe that's a way in for us.
That's our way in.
Right. We'll just
I'm
leave
glad-
this recording and move on in, shall we?
Let's do it, partner.
Damn right. And there's that slow motion stepping out of the car with some cool music playing in the background. Straight in their jackets.
The van door is sliding open slowly. We go stepping out of it.
So, so we're in the back. Cub, or like we haven't heard anything for probably a couple minutes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look through the window and try to do the read a situation?
Sure. Roll it. Holy shit.
All right, so -1 from that, so 13.
That's
Still.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
still great.
So I get 3. So I guess best way in, enemy that's the biggest threat. And what should I be on the lookout for? Who's in control here? So I guess that would be I'm looking for the Viper. I'm looking for who the biggest individual threat is and a way in.
Okay. So, as you're looking around, you actually do, your foot hits, not dirt, but it feels like wood, and you actually do find, a wooden door, and you open it. It leads. It seems to lead inside the building. As for enemy, that's the biggest threat. You've heard rumors of the Viper, particularly of her bodyguards. They're called the Razor Girls. They're called that because they have blades that have been fused to their fingers. And as far as who's in control here, you definitely think it's the Kingpin. Setting up an aqua site, getting a bunch of teenagers hooked on his product, definitely his style.
Cool. And then it says I get a 1 forward on any. So like when I'm fighting these Razor Girls, I would get 1 forward.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Cool. All right. So he'll relay that information as they're like, as long as nobody's like at that back door that I assume probably nobody really uses. They'll slowly he'd like relay that information to his partner, like, you know, Razor Girls, blah blah blah, and then slowly head in. Or like right at the edge of the door, waiting for his partner to, I guess, respond.
Yeah. We're good, right? To go in, or...
Technically, we haven't heard anything, but you did suggest taking some of the glory, so it's, you know, we're partners, so I'm leaving it the second half up to you.
Right. We're not just gonna sit here. We're gonna make our move.
Yep, so I guess we're slowly, quietly headed in.
Okay.
All right, partner. I hope those numbskulls in the back don't do anything stupid.
Nah, they're just gonna be sitting out there in the bushes while we take all the glory, partner.
That's right.
How it should be.
Are you actually in the building with all the ladies as you're?
We're making
saying
our
this?
way there, right? Like we're walking up to the front door that should now be vacated that we heard on the radio.
Yeah, we know the front door is unmanned, so we are walking up to the front door right now. So here we are, partner, at the front door.
I see that. Thanks for the narration, buddy. It takes out like one of those like little packs that is like zipped up. Unzips it, and you see like a lockpick set comes out, and he's like, "Right, get to it." Hands him lockpicks.
I cinch my body armor, my bulletproof vest. All right, let's do this.
Try to click the door off, unlocked, and then just casually open it, peek inside.
There doesn't seem to be anyone guarding the door, and like I said, you see women strutting and dancing again with that very distinct snake tattoo, and you see quite a few college kids looking clearly stoned off of something.
Just play it cool, partner. We'll fit right in, I'm sure. We're of course in our undercover gear.
Naturally. Are you wearing NCU jerseys or something?
No.
Yes.
Oh my God, no!
Hey, kids. We're down just like you.
Oh God,
Pass me the
we're gonna
dough.
die here. That's what's gonna happen.
Yes, I do indeed enjoy smoking the devil's lettuce.
So, what is hip tonight?
I really want a hit of that marijuana. Anyway, I imagine like we step inside casually and let the door close behind us. Just walk into the crowd and mingle, see what we can see.
Yeah, no one seems to particularly notice or care that you guys step in, and yeah, like I said, you see quite a few male students, and you see Zebra a bit up ahead, being led further into the building.
I imagine Seamus is like fist pumping the air a little bit, dancing with some of the girls. Yeah, honey, shake it. You know what I want. Come on there.
And Quinn has his right hand up by his right ear, like he's
Oh my God.
like he's holding, a headset that isn't there, and just kind of shaking his head.
Oh, that's what the kids are into, right?
This is how they dance, partner.
Looking mighty fine there, partner.
Fist bump.
I imagine what we're keeping an eye out for is to see where, if there's somebody in charge, right? Like somebody's clearly sitting in a VIP lounge somewhere, something along those lines.
That actually
So-
seems to be where Zebra's heading.
So I'm gonna read the situation if I can.
Sure, absolutely, go ahead.
And because of Quinn's, where is it? Instincts of a predator. He uses his agility instead of swagger to read the situation.
Yeah, go and roll that. Nice. All right, you can ask 3.
Okay, so that's 3. So I'm gonna look for the best escape route,
All right.
which is probably the way we just came in.
It actually is, yeah.
And
It's relatively clear right now. Quick, easy way out, yeah.
Okay. Then I would also, I'm searching around, scanning the room, and I want to know who's in control here.
You notice that these girls, they are not just dancing at random. From the way they're moving, it is very much like they're guiding the various students to either to tables where there are drugs or to essentially keep them separated. In fact, they're doing a very good job of actually keeping you at arm's length of Seamus. Just by their natural movements, they're able to completely separate these. It's very much like they are working the room.
And then I dig down deep, and finally I ask myself, Quinn, what should I be on the lookout for?
The weapons that are no doubt hiding everywhere here.
Seamus, get over here. And I kind of just nod at him and bob my head in my direction like I'm calling him over, just using my head. Get over
I
here.
imagine like you look over at him and you notice that he's like chugging the flask and he's like dancing with one of the girls. Like, never known a prettier lass, I swear. That's your natural hair color. might be these flashing lights, but your eyes are blue as an ocean, lady. He's just trying everything, to get with this girl. Completely distracted.
Uh-huh. The music's too loud for you to really hear her, but from her body language, it seems like she's into it.
Alright, that just encourages him.
So I walk up to Seamus, I put my hand on his shoulder behind him, and I whisper into his ear,
Not now, partner, I'm getting lucky.
"You're not getting lucky, partner. They've all got weapons. Everyone in here is strapped. Look at those bulges. Not those bulges. Those bulges."
She wants to gobble up your Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious.
She doesn't want your Lucky Charms.
You don't know that. Everyone
Give it a
loves a
chance.
good Irishman. And winks at the girl.
Kill us.
Alright, fine. I'll catch you up with you later then, sweetheart. Alright?
And I just kind of nod at whoever he was dancing with, like, "Oh, yeah, sorry, bye, yeah, bye."
You see him he goes to hand her his business card, which says detective and everything on it, right? and just thinks better of it, like, never mind. And just shrugs at her, sorry, and walks away.
Smooth like butter. In the meantime, Zebra. This girl's been leading you on deeper inside, and eventually you do get to what looks to be a VIP area. The music isn't nearly as intense here. You see a woman on a throne. Her head is shaved and she's wearing an eye patch, and her body is covered in tattoos. Most of them seem to be of various types of snakes. Yes, deeper inside. How deep do you go, Zebra?
Zebra goes so deep as to walk up to the throne and go, "Well, if it ain't a right fucking safari, zebras and snakes."
What the fuck?
She cocks an eyebrow. Didn't know I'd be talking to a dead man today.
Ain't dead yet.
That's not what I've heard.
You heard wrong, because I'm here, I'm alive.
ECD's got a hit out on you.
Yeah, does he now? What's it for?
She nods. Apparently you've been squealing like a little piggy.
I think somebody's just trying to put some bad word in for me.
So what'd you come in for?
What do you think I come here for? If fucking cops show up to take out my normal dealer?
Oh. So you're wanting to taste them?
I'm more looking to buy and sell.
I guess we could do that. She claps her hands, and one of the girls by her side takes out a large bag of, again, this red substance. How much you wanting? It's grade A stuff.
How much I gotta pay to get it?
$500. She's actually gonna. She motions for one of the girls to take out a tray, and she pours a little bit of it of it on the tray and makes a little bit of a line. Try some. It's good shit. The best. Are you afraid?
Not of it, more of, the boss.
So that's why you don't want to take some. I thought it might have been because of the cops you've led into my building. You want me to think... You want me to... You want to...
What the hell?
You want to prove that you're not with them? Take the hit.
Well, before I take this, how about you give me
Why would I do something like that?
take this, deal with
I tell you what. Either you take the hit and you feel something sharp pressing against the back of your neck, or I kill you.
puts up his hand and goes, alright, alright.
Okay? In the meantime, Cub and Harvey, you're down below this building. And it's dark and smells rancid. You can see a couple of those college kids. You can tell by their jersey, and they're huddled up against the walls. Legs, arms wrapped around their legs, and they seem to be shivering intensely. What do you do?
Cub would look at Harvey, and if Harvey didn't do anything, he would probably just walk up to him and point at the door he just came in, and he said, "You guys better get out of here now if you don't want arrested," and shows his badge.
I don't feel good.
You don't look so good either, but things could look a lot worse if you stick around. And I show my piece. 9mm.
He looks up at you, and it hurts, and his eyes begin to go red.
As soon as his eyes started to go red, Cub would attempt to restrain him.
All right.
Or I don't know if that would just be a regular attack roll.
No, at the moment he's not struggling, so if you want to handcuff him, you certainly could.
Yeah, he would do that.
He struggles weakly as you put the handcuffs on him.
And then, how do the other two? Are the other two awake, or are they passed out?
No, they're both shivering as well. They haven't seemed to really notice that you just handcuffed someone, or that you're cops.
Yeah, he just handcuffs him and then sets him back down. And as long as they don't do anything, he's not gonna try to knock them out. And then head towards some stairs.
Okay.
Not going up them, just going to the base of them.
All right. Head to the base of the stairs. Seamus and Quinn. You're a bit far away, but you can see the VIP room, and you see George leaning down to snort something on a tray.
Fuck.
All that comes out of Seamus's mouth at seeing that.
He's leaning down to do it.
Yes.
I look around me real quick. Is there anything I can grab and throw?
There are a couple beer bottles.
I grab a beer bottle. I take it out of the kid's hand next to me. Sorry, buddy. I need this more than you. When I take it out of his hand, it kind of sloshes a little bit and spills. Then I raise it up over my head, and I overhand chuck it straight at Zebra. And
Nice.
it flies in slow motion, bottleneck over bottle bottom,
Just this sounds like a stunt.
somersaulting
Hell yeah.
until it gets to him. And all my stunts are at +1. Ooh, so it's 9.
Pretty good.
So let me look up stunt.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
Stunts, I got a 9, so take 1 +1 forward. However, you left yourself in a precarious position. Oh, the stunt is successful. So the bottle flies just as he's leaning down. The bottle hits the tray and knocks it on the ground and knocks the dust everywhere and startles Zebra.
Did you choose one of the other things?
But in doing so, the director may make a move against me.
Okay.
Nice one.
So, a lot of things happen all the. George, just as you, and I mean just seconds from you when you were before you're going to snort that stuff, the tray clatters to the ground. The dust spraying everywhere as this beer bottle just came out of nowhere and knocked it out. And in the meantime, Seamus,
Yes, sir.
do you feel something press against your back?
Something pointy?
No, not this time. Something blunt.
Look, fella, I'm not into boys. I don't swing that way. It turns around.
You turn around, it's the woman you've been were dancing with. She's got a gun against your back.
Just Seamus puts his hands up. Like, look, lady, I'm sorry I left you on the dance floor, but sure we can work something out. Like, I'm more than happy to go out on a date with you. I even buy you dinner and everything. Right, look at me piercing blue eyes. Tell me you wouldn't be interested. Gives her the big charming smile.
Do you? All right. Well,
I'm absolutely rolling magnetism.
good. Okay. Let's see.
You're getting what you want. Probably.
Yeah, this would definitely be a getting what
No!
you want thing.
No, you rolled a plus
Wait.
nothing plus 2.
That's weird.
It's because you rolled
So
a
it's
plus
six.
nothing plus 2. So it's,
Oh, I
it's still
wrote
a
in the
6,
plus.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be a 6. I failed it. You've managed to infuriate someone. I'm guessing she didn't like that.
Yeah. Her lips,
doing-
her lips twist back in an evil grin. Sorry, cutie. And she fires. The bullet hits you hard in the chest, doing 2 harm to you. And chaos erupts. Cub and Harvey, from down below, you hear the shot up above. And just as that happens, you hear the snap of metal from behind you as the college kid you just handcuffed snaps his handcuffs. and then runs to you.
I'm gonna try to lay him out with a nightstick.
All right, roll it. Roll. Oh, there you are. Nice. All right, you can pick 3.
Knock him into his friends, hitting a bunch of people, and then escape, and we'll head upstairs.
Okay. Yeah.
So he nails the kid in the chest, launching him into his other friends.
The kid stumbling back, knocking the other. Lucky you, because they were just about to jump up and also attack as you make your way up the stairs. Harvey, what are you doing?
Well, oh shit! Well, let's get out of here. I'm gonna run away upstairs, try to make my way out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really want to shoot some college kids who just broke out of cuffs.
Yeah, that's why I didn't inflict terrible harm. I didn't want to, really kill him.
So, George, there's pandemonium all around you, and one of the girls with the razors for fingers jumps towards you, slashing. What do you do?
Does anybody pull out guns near me?
Oh yeah, there's lots of guns coming out.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my last corruption point. I'm gonna acquire a gun.
All right. You managed to yank one of the guns from one of its hiding spots, I guess.
And I'm just gonna unload it into her chest.
Okay. Roll violence.
No,
Oof.
I have a question. Do I roll for my machine of meat because he came at me, or do I actually have to take damage?
You actually have to take the damage.
Okay.
So, this girl moves with incredible speed, knocking the gun away, and does a very nasty cut across your throat, doing 2 harm. And in the meantime, all of the dancers have now suddenly become armed, and they begin unloading at you two, Seamus and Quinn. What do you do?
I actually have a immediate follow-up to getting shot.
Okay, what's up?
So I imagine there's that moment of him getting shot in the chest. That should be a slow motion moment, really.
Oh, totally.
Shot in the chest, falling backwards, laying there on the ground right next to her, at her feet, just coughing up a little blood. I was just about to tell you, I'm hung like a horse. Kicked like a fucking mule. Kicks her in the gut, makes her drop the gun, sits up, grabs her gun, pulls out his own, and then just unloads in her.
Nice. Roll some violence. Actually, no, that's really cool. That's more like a stunt, really.
Same difference?
In slow motion.
Wouldn't it be violence? Because I'm doing harm, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll violence.
7. So I inflict harm. No, I'm not gonna have my friend get hurt. You know what? I think it's a good time for Seamus to take some real damage in this fight. So I'm gonna inflict some harm and take some too.
Okay. Yeah, maybe she gets a good kick or 2 in where you're quote unquote hung, dealing 1 harm, but you do manage to kill her. But yeah, the bullets are starting to fly.
In slow
George,
motion,
what are you doing?
Quinn yells, "No!" You can hear the tink of the shell hit the ground as he sees his partner hit the ground and fire those shots.
You're returning fire?
No, that was just a cool scene.
Okay.
Yeah. Seamus is like, after having killed her, just coughing up blood, like drowning in it. On the dance floor with people stomping on him, apparently.
So, are you doing anything, Quinn?
At some point, but you had already gone on to someone else, so let them.
No, I did not. I'm sorry, I misspoke the name. I was just going to ask you. Yeah, the guns are coming out and they're starting to fire. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. I'm looking around the room for a bar. I'm assuming there's a bar, and
Yes.
I grab Seamus by the collar and pull him with me towards the bar as we.
All
both
the while, he's firing with both hands into the crowd.
I'm firing with one hand, pointing back and firing as I'm pulling him, and we get to the bar and we both dive over the bar.
Nice. Roll stunt.
So this will be
Both
plus
of us?
2
No, just Harvey.
Okay, good.
for Quinn.
Sorry, yes, Quinn. Jesus Christ, I'm confusing names.
It's all right. You're just going by voices. So I get a +1 for my super cop, and I get a +1 for the last one that I did. It gives me a +1 going forward, so it's +2.
All right, roll it.
So 14.
Hot damn. Yeah, that's good.
So we go flying over the bar and land on the other side safely.
I'm gonna say you see Quinn's hand come up over the bar, grab a bottle, and go back down. I think I'm dying here, friend.
And I'm gonna pass my +1 over to my partner Seamus, giving him a little pep talk. We're not dying. You're getting out of this. You're gonna get home. You're gonna see your family again. You're gonna have another drink.
I hate
Stay
my
with me,
fucking
buddy.
family, but
Stay
I
with
love the
me.
drink.
I knew that about you. I knew that.
I died as I lived. Irish.
You know,
So,
we're all
Seamus-
cursed with mortality, but sobriety, that curse can be cured. I've got it right here. Opens the bottle.
So Seamus gets a +1 on his next roll.
Nice. Cub and
I
Harvey.
actually kind of want to roll. I was kind of hoping for a camaraderie in that moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you want to roll the camaraderie move, or?
Yeah, we're having a moment. Like, we're gonna make it, buddy.
All right, sure.
Sure, I just need a drink. All that shit.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
let's roll some camaraderie.
2d. Yeah,
Is
2d6
it-
plus 2.
2. Come on, dice. It's alright.
That's pretty good. All right,
That's
so
good.
you can pick. Yeah, you can pick one on the list of the camaraderie move.
I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Alright, let's see here. Pick one. I am going to say,
Well, hey, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My stunt, I passed that +1 over to you, so you rolled a 10 actually.
Oh, damn. Okay, pick 2.
Yeah,
alright.
because I passed that +1 over to you.
That's nice.
So I'm gonna heal a level of harm.
All right.
I'm gonna say we find an awesome new weapon for the duration of the movie.
Ooh.
One of the people that we were shooting on the way over here happened to drop like I don't know, what's an awesome weapon?
A grenade launcher.
A grenade launcher. Exactly. And you see like you see Seamus like drinking the booze. He notices the grenade launcher like at the edge of the bar, like right by the corner. And he just sticks his foot out and like grabs it by that strap and just pulls it in with his leg. Do you think this might come in handy? Hands it over to Quinn.
Oh, good job, partner. Good job.
Look at the Irish.
All right, awesome. You have a grenade launcher now. Harvey and Cub, you run up the stairs only to see pandemonium as all these girls, scantily clad, are now open firing into what seems to be the bar counter. All the while, your George is struggling with a couple of what you know to be Razor girls. What do you two do?
Cub says to Harvey, "Shoot these bitches. I'm going in." And runs forward with his nightstick and goes to bash one of them.
All right. Roll violent.
So
That's a 9.
And that's +3 for muscles and +1 because it's one of those chicks. So he will. I guess he will inflict damage, but be driven back. Or inflict harm, but be driven back.
All
No,
right,
actually, he'll inflict harm and take harm.
Sure. Okay.
So I'll also roll another muscle.
Okay. Yeah, a couple of the guns hit you pretty hard, pretty deep, and you take 2 harm.
Okay, and then I have 2 holds.
Nice. You can spin that whenever you want.
Alright. So.
You know, this isn't usually how I unload into the ladies.
And then I'm gonna start firing to the crowd.
Okay. Roll it.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
Let's go with, you know what? I'm gonna let my friend get hurt this time. Can easily just accidentally shoot him because I'm.
How many harm did you say I took right there?
You took
You say
2.
3? Oh, okay. 2. Okay,
2.
good.
Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, you don't get to actually choose. I just make a move. So it turns out that wasn't the only grenade launcher in the room. One of the girls eyes you as you start firing, Harvey, and there's this big boom as this grenade goes flying through the air, lands in between both of you, and explodes. I'm gonna need stunt rolls from both of you.
Both of who?
You, Cub, and Harvey.
Can I use muscles?
Well, it's a grenade.
So agility?
Yeah.
Well, couldn't you use a human as a shield?
Or if you wanted to move a table in front of you to block the blast or something like that.
When she fires, can I use my held to close the gap with her?
Oh, absolutely.
So I take off, and I also inflict 1 harm to the attacker immediately.
Okay.
So as she fires it, I see it. I guess Harvey doesn't. I take off trying to stop it from happening, but fail. She fires, and I punch her.
Yeah, there's a look of shock as your fist hits her face. Harvey, go ahead and describe the amazing stunt you did to avoid that fucking grenade.
All right. So I guess the grenade's coming at me midair. I just take a little pot shot and hit it, and it explodes preemptively without really dealing damage.
Yep.
Oh, so actually, could I have added +1 muscles for the seed instead of punching her? I forgot about that one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that seems
So
like
did
a
you
better
close the
use.
distance?
Yeah, I closed the gap and then just added +1 for the scene for my
Okay.
muscles.
Sure. Meanwhile, Zebra. Like I said, you do have some of the Razor Girls on you. 2 of them are going to try and keep scratching at you. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to make it so that they hit each other instead.
All right. That sounds like a stunt.
It's also a very simple stuff.
Oh shit!
Correct.
Yeah.
That's okay. I didn't expect to live through this.
Each of the, they somehow managed to see you what you're doing, and each of them cut deep gashes into both. They do 2 damage each, so that's a total of 4.
Okay, I'm at 3, so I'm dead.
All right.
And the scene, the recording of the scene suddenly stops as the door slams open in the back, and the acting director runs in. Susan Cribb.
Can I? There just needs to be this because his name is Zebra. The way they cut him is like zebra markings of blood all over him, right?
Oh my God! Yes.
That just has to happen. It's death by 1,000 cuts.
Absolutely.
He's got the stripes now.
So,
The door slams
as
open,
that happens,
and Susan Cribb runs in. She's like, "Sorry, I'm late." Your acting director
So-
is around.
So, good news. You gain 2 XP, and now you get to be an assistant director. So go ahead and choose which position you want to fill.
Didn't he just do that? Acting director?
Oh,
Or
is that
not
what?
a position?
Is that what you want to be? An acting coach?
Yeah, acting coach.
Floral?
In dramatic scenes, we don't have too many dramatic scenes left, I don't think.
Oh, you never know. I can't hear you, Floral, if you're talking. Floral.
He said yes to the acting coach.
Okay. Cool.
All scenes
All
are
right.
dramatic scenes.
All right. So, Seamus and Quinn, you both heard a big ol' explosion. Sounded like a grenade going off. You're still being fired upon from behind the bar. What do you guys do?
For fuck's sake, what's going on out there?
Looking at Quinn, did you fire that thing? Was that you?
I look down at it. No, I didn't fire it.
Well then fucking step to it, man!
Very well. Quinn, with his back to the bar, stands up in slow motion and spins around, bringing the grenade launcher in front of
This
him.
is gonna be a stunt on my part. As he brings up the grenade launcher, Seamus is gonna grab a couple of the more alcohol-rich liquors from behind the bar,
Oh yeah.
and just like wait for it and skeet shoot that thing, right? Chuck it and then have him hit and then fireball down on
And
everyone.
as I see him models, I go ahead and pull the trigger and launch 2 grenades into the crowd right there.
Nice. Okay. So
Agents of fucking chaos, we are.
go ahead and roll. Oh damn. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Choose 3.
So you hear the thunk, thunk as the grenades leave the launcher. They hit the ground and blow up. When they blow up, they light the alcohol on fire that my partners so valiantly threw out into the crowd. And I'm going to something explodes. I hit a bunch of people and inflict terrible harm.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That. Damn. All right. You get a lot of these women, and they go flying as this huge explosion erupts. Taking out a big chunk of them. Meanwhile, Cub, this girl, confused by you showing up like that, is actually pointing the grenade launcher at you. It seems like she's about to fire at point-blank range. Meanwhile, Harvey, the Razor Girls, who seem to have just taken out George, are running towards you with their fingers splayed. What do you two do?
Ladies, I'm the one who usually does the fingering.
And then,
yeah.
That has
That was-
to be a one-liner roll,
That
right?
is a one-liner.
Just that-
Yeah, killer one-liner roll. That was good. All right,
It was alright.
nice.
Yeah,
All right. So,
that was a little much for PG-13.
so what do you pick?
A lot of parents complained about that one.
so I get one of the. All right, how's that work? I get the 10, and then I get one of the other ones. Or bad?
Basically, yeah, you can. You choose take +1 forward to your next roll, or gain +1 camaraderie. But in addition, you also have to pick one of the ones below. Someone is enraged, someone you care about is hurt, and the comment slows an action scene down.
All right, I'm gonna assume they're pissed off at that comment and immediately attack me.
All right, yeah. One
I'll
of them
take
rushes
the
in.
+1 forward.
Okay, one of them rushes in, enraged by your comment, and she's actually gonna go in for an underhanded attack and cut somewhere nasty. Yeah, you feel a brief share. You feel a very intense flare of pain as something sharp cuts into a place that you shouldn't be cut in,
Oh,
taking 2 harm.
Ooh, I'm gonna pop one of my what's it called? Shit from you only live twice, so 3 smooth points to negate harm. Take the amount
Yep.
of harm disappeared forward to your next move.
All right, nice.
don't you have +3 forward now?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Meanwhile, Cub, you got a grenade coming at you at practically point blank range. What do you do?
He's gonna try to club her with his nightstick.
You should bat it away with your nightstick.
That's what
Well,
I thought you were gonna do.
like one hand pointing it into the sky, right? The other hand like holding it and uppercutting her with it.
Okay,
With the other hand, right?
roll it. So, are you actually doing
that's
something
plus-
about the grenade, or
Sorry, what?
are you doing something about the grenade, or?
Yeah, he's just pointing the gun in the air with his left hand and then punching her with his right with the nightstick in it. Or,
Okay.
swinging the nightstick with his right hand.
Sure.
Is this one of those Razor Girls or whatever?
No, this is just a girl with a grenade launcher.
Okay. Right, I didn't know if they all were or not. So that's plus.
All right. Wow. Pick 3.
So you make a mess, something explodes, and you get a whole bunch of people. He like when he aims it and punches her and does his harm from punching her. Normally, the grenade launcher probably goes off once into a crowd of Razor Girls, or like towards some enemies that way, causing a bloody mess of chicks.
Yeah. Yeah, you take out pretty much everyone with that. The last vestiges blow up in this huge explosion, taking out quite a few of the Razor Girls. Literally, the only one left now is Viper, who's looking around at the mess you've made. And she slowly holds up her hands. Jeez. You pigs don't fuck around.
Come out peacefully, Viper. Peacefully.
And that's when Susan yells, "Cut! Let's do that line again, please."
All right.
A little more feeling.
So what do you suggest he say instead?
Maybe something more, like a cop, like come out with your hands up or something.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. All right, Viper, come out with your hands up.
Pause where we can see him.
Yeah, she's gonna raise up her hands and start slowly moving toward, trying to bypass the gore and splayed bodies of her dancers.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Just for the record, I've been wounded in the line of duty, and I'm going to need to confiscate some of your liquor here to dull the pain. Go over and pick a couple of bottles off the rack.
Oh, Seamus, I like the cut of your jib. I'm gonna take a shot.
Like with a gun, or
No.
this is the inevitable betrayal moment. Like, Sable tips her. I was on the take the entire time.
So, Quinn walks up to the Viper, and he spins her around. You're going away for a long time, Viper, unless you start cooperating. And he clicks the handcuffs around her wrists.
Easy. Listen, I can take you to KCD.
Let's go.
Excuse me there, partner, but I wouldn't mind having a EMT or something look at these. I've got a bullet wound in my chest, for Christ's sakes. Look at that,
All right.
coughed up on my favorite shirt.
All right.
Blood everywhere. You're going to pay for this, Viper. You hear me?
Let's take her back to the precinct.
It's just business.
We'll put her in jail. Give you a day to heal up, and then we'll go.
I mean, we're here right now. Maybe don't be such a pansy.
Just a bandage or something would do. It's fine. Just a flesh wound. I think I missed me heart.
Cub grins and says, "Why don't you just spit in it?"
What?
Heyo.
Is your partner trying to be supportive?
There is
He's not very
is-
clever.
there is a very, very hateful scowl leveled at you. Oh, Cobb, you and I, we've got unsettled business. Once this case is closed, you and I are going to have a chat with our fists Do I need to be more clear?
Yeah, he just puts his fist up and then his middle finger.
All right.
I'm
We're
gonna
on the
break
same
that off
team
and
here.
shove it up your ass. You hear me?
Partner, calm down. Partner, calm down. You two, calm down. We're all on the same team here. We're all after the same bad guy. Now, let's put a band-aid on that wound and let's go get him.
Fade to black.
I said bandages. I like that they got downgraded to band-aids. On a bullet wound.
Just rub some dirt in it, man. You'll be fine.
I just there needs to be a montage scene of us in the van, and there's like this Donald Duck stickers on the band-aids that are just being like put on his bullet wound.
No,
Yes, he's chugging whiskey.
It's like Cub drifting around corners and like I can't remember Doc. What's your character's name?
I don't even remember.
Well, anyway, Doc's character's like trying to put band-aids, like bouncing around on the back of this van.
Mm-hmm. trying to tear them open.
Actually, what happens instead of all that is
Damn.
you guys step outside the building and you see a long white limousine pull up, and one of the windows rolls up, and you hear a very soft put put, and 2 bullet holes suddenly appear in Viper's skull. She drops to the floor. The door of the
Venom?
limousine opens. What?
Venoms?
Viper.
Oh, Viper? Yeah. Well, Vipers have venom. You know what I meant. Viper.
Yes. And from the limousine steps out a man. Bit portly, bald. He smiles at you both and at all 4 of you and begins to slowly clap his hands. Well. You've been doing all this just to get after little old me?
Cassie D. I knew you'd show your face around here.
In the flesh. Well, after I heard about the mess you made in on some of my land, and then I got that call about you getting what you did to my girl, so I'd have to see you all.
I'm
The
glad
ca-
you
the
felt the
candidate-
need to stop by. We're gonna put a bullet in between your eyes if you don't give up right now.
The camera pans around so it's behind Cassie D and aiming at us, pointing at us. So the buildings in the background
Yeah.
on fire, falling apart. We didn't do anything to your girls.
She just lifts an eyebrow and looks over quizzically at Quinn.
A
Yeah.
piece of the siding falls off.
Cubs just says like
I don't think he's buying it, partner.
Cubs just like doesn't understand where he's going with this, and he says, "No, I think he means all those chicks we killed."
Shut up, rookie.
You remember the one that blew up?
Cassidy.
This is another lesson. To be a detective, you gotta learn how to stonewall.
Seamus is just gonna ignore these guys and like limp forward with a hand on his bullet wound and hold up his badge. Cassidy, this is the NCPD and you're under fucking arrest. Lay down your arms, put your hands in the air. I'm taking you in, you son of a bitch.
Well, aren't you don't you have a pair of brass balls on you? But I own the city and I ain't going nowhere.
You heard my partner.
Even now, my products spread throughout the city. You've seen
Hey there,
the
Quinn.
restaurant.
I believe... Quinn, I think this man... Oh, shit, I lost the accent. Let me try that. Quinn, I believe this fella here is refusing his arrest, perhaps resisting even.
He's
Cause
resisting.
for some police brutality, don't you think?
So in the midst of Cassie D trying to be cool and say something menacing and mean, I raised the grenade launcher up and I shoot it into his limo.
Yeah, the limbo blows up. He's knocked to the ground. There's a look of genuine shock on his face. The first you've seen of it. And then he turns to you, Quinn, and says that the Reaper I've been given was just a prototype. And his eyes begin to grow red.
Listen, Cassie D, I don't want to hurt you, but that's still on the list.
His body bulges.
Cub moves in as he sees this guy get big.
Uh-huh.
He's ready for the challenge.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll to do whatever you want to do as the guy's clothes literally rip off. Not portly flesh, but just a mass of muscle and crazed feral red eyes.
I think Seamus is like gonna step behind Cub as he moves in and hold up a hand to the other two. Be like, let's see where this goes first.
Susan raises a hand and she's like, maybe we should change that line to, he's got this.
Don't you be telling me what to do. I know my lines.
All right.
I'm a star here, all right? If I get any more hassle from you fucking directors, I'm going back to my trailer and I'm not coming out.
So he's actually this is more of a stunt, I think.
Okay.
He's trying to he's like charging into him, and he's gonna try to like knock him into the car that's like on fire. As he sees this guy turn into like I assume it's like almost look mutated, like he's yeah. So he just like runs full speed, like the biggest middle linebacker you've ever seen in a cop suit, and just bowls into this guy, launches him into the car. So I guess what do I need to like, basic moves, stunts?
That sounds like what you did. So
Yeah.
he gets barreled over, and goes tumbling a bit over the car. He grabs it though and gets to his feet and actually throws the entire car, all the wreckage, right at you, Cub. What do you do?
Try not to get hit by it.
Okay. You want to stunt?
I think that's my only option, unless you're gonna let me attack this car.
Punch
To
it.
come-
You
come-
can't really violence the car.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a person. Ooh. Yeah. The car, probably because of the fact that it is in fact a car, hits you hard, dealing a nasty forward harm to you as it bangs into your body.
And Cub dies. You said 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cub dies.
Do you want to die right now, or do you want to... Is there one last thing you want to do before you die?
Well, if I would have known he was gonna throw a car at me, I would have just attacked him. But
Well, no, I mean, like...
no, I guess he just yells, "Oh shit!" as his last one-liner.
You just see the car hits him, and all you see is his limp hand just hanging out of the car, a record. Between the death of George and now Cub, the rest of you now have the vengeance move that you can do. Also, Cub, gain 2 XP, and is there an assistant directing position you want?
Yeah, I was looking at him. Yeah, the one where, hold on, I can't remember what it's called now. Key grip.
Okay. So, Harvey, Quinn, and Seamus, you see Cub get squished by a fucking car that this guy just threw like it was a baseball, and now this big mass of muscle is charging you guys, arms splayed out.
I'm gonna let Harvey go first because that was his partner that just got killed.
Mahoney! You son of a bitch! You killed Mahoney! Oh! I'm gonna take out my tear grenade. I got this tear grenade. I'm gonna like fucking just toss at him, you know, after pulling the thing.
All right. Are you doing the vengeance move, or are you just doing?
I'll save the vengeance because I got that +3 on my next move.
Go ahead and roll.
And then 6, I guess. Damn it.
Oof.
With a +3?
Yeah, I got 3.
Oh shit.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof. So, you said you threw a grenade at him?
The tear grenade that I have.
What is the tear grenade?
Oh, the tear gas, sorry.
Tear. What does that do?
Nothing now.
What does it say? It says S harm, minus close, and then minus for film.
It's stun harm. Okay. Yeah, you throw the grenade, and with incredible reflexes, he actually catches it, and throws it back. It hits you, Harvey, and stuns you.
Can I use the key grip now, or do I have to do it before they make their move?
Key grip, but
It says may suggest a different character to make the move instead. If both players accept, the new character gets +1.
oh.
But I think that's beforehand.
Yeah, the move's already been finalized.
It definitely is.
So I'm getting hit in the face with this tear gas to start coughing up.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Quinn and Seamus, what are you two doing?
I see the tear gas go off, and I'm like, okay, it's time to fight fire with fire. And I cover my face, and I turn around, and I run back inside the building.
Okay.
You just see Seamus like do a double take as he sees you running, and just throws his hands in the air. What in the hell's?
Quinn leaves.
Turns back to the giant hulking mess and like, all right, mano y mano it is. Come on then. Fuck you! He's just gonna put up his fisticuffs and be like, come on then. And then get in close and start meleeing, essentially, like a series of punches. We'll see how that goes.
Go ahead and roll.
That's an 8. What is it, an 8? That is I choose one of these. I inflict harm, and clearly I'm driven back by this hulking monstrosity.
So yeah, you go ahead and describe getting a few good punches in before something pushes you.
Well, I imagine
back
like
and
he
away.
goes in close. This guy is a hulking brute. This shorter guy is agile and quick. You know, he's like dodging these big whiffing blows. Like, swings overhead, comes up with an uppercut, does a combo in the gut, but it's really not doing much to him, right?
Mhm.
And eventually one of the backhands just catches him and sends him flying.
Yeah, definitely.
I believe, how much harm does that do? Does that depend on his damage or what?
Well, you didn't choose damage, so it didn't actually hit. Or
No,
are
it
you-
just drives me back, right? Like, I
Yeah.
don't... Yeah.
It was
so-
a glancing blow.
But it throws me, like, backwards into the mud.
Yes. His glancing blows are pretty potent.
So Quinn runs inside the building, and he immediately wants to. Let me see. 1 second. I'm looking for something specific here. He wants to make his way to that room where the Viper had all her drugs.
Okay. That's easy enough to find, yeah.
So he goes into the room. He said, he's in there, place burning around him. Time to bring a. This guy brought a. Wait a second. What was I going for? Fuck it.
Cut.
Ah, I knew Susan was gonna.
Let's try again.
What do
Okay.
you suggest?
I suggested he tries again.
All right. And scene. Fire
Okay.
burning around him, sweat coming off of his brow. He's got ash marks across his face from fighting his way into this room. Someone just died out front. He says, "We brought a knife to a gunfight. It's time for me to find a bigger gun."
Oh, dear God.
And
Are
then
you-
he takes the drugs that were left there, and
Oh,
he
man.
snorts as much as he can get up his nose.
Oh, dear God. This is the Reagan era. What the fuck? Is the solution going to be drugs right all along? Okay.
It wasn't
I
a
could-
PSA at all.
So, oh man. So you feel this incredible fury come over you as you hit these drugs, and your eyes begin to glow red. And you feel your muscles tense and begin to bunch up. And your shirt just rips as you gain pound after pound of pure muscle and grow. In the meantime, Harvey, you're still struggling with the smoke, and Quinn, you just got Seamus, you just got your ass knocked. What are you two doing?
All right, I guess I'll go first. Still coughing. Oh shit! Who makes this stuff? I'm gonna try to run out of smoke, charging towards the guy where I think he's at.
Yeah, it looks like he's got his attention on Quinn, about to stomp on him while he's sprawled on the ground. What do you do?
I'm gonna try football tackling him. I'm using the vengeance to get the 10 plus.
All right. Roll it.
I thought it was automatic, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Violence. So choose 3.
Right. So, boom, boom, boom. Where is it? I keep closing the sheet. It's kind of annoying.
Does that help?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna inflict terrible harm. I'm gonna
Alright.
knock the target down, and closing in, is that like, am I cinching him or something? What does that mean? You can escape or
Oh.
close in.
That just means you could go from being far away to being very close. Like if you were shooting someone at range and then you close in, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So that wouldn't really apply to this.
I mean, none of the other ones really apply here, unless making a mess of his beautiful face.
you could cause an explosion. That's always applicable.
By tackling a dude? Alright, let's go for that. It sounds cooler.
All right, cool.
Like football tackle him, right? Like, oh, you son of a bitch! Again with that. Just, I don't know, for some reason, something in the background explodes as soon as we make contact.
Maybe
You know, there's a fire.
The car's gas tank is finally reached by the flames, and it just blows up.
The ghost of Mahoney adds to the tension.
Or perhaps it's the explosion of a big chunk of the wall of the building as a new fighter enters the fray.
Yes.
All right, so quite taken by surprise at your sudden rage, you do manage to knock KCD down, actually doing some damage to him, oddly enough. In the meantime, Seamus, you're still on the ground. Looks like Harvey just knocked that guy out of your way just in time, and the wall behind you just exploded.
I imagine Seamus in between, like, shaking the cobwebs out of his head, just with enough wits about him to roll aside as the wall comes crushing down around him. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what in the hells? He looks at his partner, all messed up on drugs.
I come barreling through the front door that I ran into. Use my left arm to swipe the doorway, the door jam away, the part of the door there, knock it to the ground. And I just let out a roar. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
KCD gives another roar and picks himself up and runs at you, Quinn.
I pick up one of the beams that was part of the door, and it's on fire. And I swing this flaming beam at him as he runs at me.
Roll violence.
I'm going to use my vengeance for this one.
Vengeance was already used.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. Let me check again.
And that's fine if it was.
It's only one vengeance move is allowed.
Oh.
Yeah. So you still got to roll.
So Harvey stole the vengeance move.
Whoa, my partner died. It was my vengeance.
That actually seems legit.
So go ahead and roll. Ooh. Ow. All right, choose 3.
So he swings the beam at him, and as he swings the beam at him, he hits him right in the face as he's coming at him, and he inflicts terrible harm. You can just see his face crack into the beam, and it causes him to let's see, fall down. He gets hit in the face, causes terrible harm, and he's knocked off his feet and falls backwards. And as he does so, I close in on him, and I'm right on top of him.
Yeah. Go ahead and describe killing him.
So I jump on top of him as he's taken off guard, and then I just start, doing the whole ground and pound, bringing my fists up in the air and bringing it back down on top of his chest and his head the entire time, just kind of straddling him and bringing my fists down over and over and over. And the camera pans and gets a close-up of my eyes, and they're wide, and I've got this terrible, terrible grit look on my face and this wild, contorted mouth. And in the reflection of my eyes, you can see the flames of the burning building as I come down full of hate on top of him until...
Is it in slow motion?
And it's all in slow motion.
Excellent.
And I raise up, arch my back as I'm straddling him. My fists are in the air, and then the building behind me just crumbles and falls to the ground.
And what's left of KCD is still and moves no more. His face is literally just a puddle. It all goes quiet.
Susan suggests a victory roar.
I imagine there's like the camera's panning out, zooming out, while Seamus and Harvey are both limping up behind the looking monstrosity sitting atop his fallen victim.
I'm just kind of panting. What did I do? What did I do?
You did what had to be done, partner. We'll get you off this drug, I promise you. We'll find a way. Do you hear me? We'll find a way.
I need help, partner. I need help.
Wow, this is kind of awkward. I'm gonna go tend to Mahoney.
Seamus, could you go tend to Mahoney? I think that's the best idea right now.
I fucking... God damn it! You son of a bitch!
Even in your current state, you still have wonderful ideas, partner. I will do that.
I fucking hate all of you. I quit.
High five.
Breaks his arm, high-fiving you like, oh, Jesus!
Oh, that's good.
It was like, Shane, you can't quit. The movie's already been filmed. The last scene.
Harvey just lost his best friend and partner, and you guys are still addicted to it.
Officer Simmons, I hope you were taking notes.
All right.
Put this in your notes, Officer Harvey. This, pointing clearly to Quinn, this is a kind of sacrifice a good cop makes.
Thank you, partner. I did it for the people.
Put it all on the line, for it is our duty. We are the good guys. You could learn a thing or two from detectives like us.
just doing our jobs.
Took a bullet, and he lost his sanity.
The dangers of being a cop, drug dependency, PTSD, death, and becoming the Hulk.
Oh my God. And scene.
Yes. The scene cuts to red letters, the title of the movie, Reaper Madness appears, and then the credits start to roll.
I imagine before the credits, it's one of those movies that takes itself way too seriously, right? Like, so it's like after this, the incidents of the Reaper, whatever outbreak, Officer Harvey Simmons went on to quit the police force and open a detective agency or whatever.
That's
Officer
right.
Quinn rejoined his family after many months of rehabilitation.
I actually like to think that Quinn just stayed like that. You guys did just kill the only person who knew anything about the drug you just took. You're just like in a really tight.
Oh, so it's like a sad end credits. Like everyone went on to have like really sad outcomes.
It's a fine outcome. It's just like you're now huge. You're Hulk.
And then the
You
very
see
end
him
is
like trying to eat dinner with his family with like a giant Hulk hands.
Alright.
In the very end of the credits, it says, "And remember, kids, don't do drugs."
Oh, it's the 80s, right? So it's the whole dare on the at the end
Yeah,
credits.
this message has been paid for by the Reagan Foundation.
Oh my god,
So that was Action Movie World. What'd you guys think?
that was awesome.
That was fun, man.
Should I
That's
stop
really fun.
recording now?
Yep, you can stop.